Hello! Welcome back for another week of Minivan Monday. Here I am in my office while my daughter is at swimming lessons, and I am here to show you 5 books that we keep in the car while we're out running around. They help keep my kids entertained while we're at sports practices or stuck in traffic, and just keeping books in the car has just been a really great way to help beat the boredom, keeps my kids off their screens, and just provides another level of entertainment when we are out running errands or on a road trip. So without further ado, here we go with this week's editions. This is one of my daughter's favorite books. This one is the General Knowledge Wordsearches book. And actually my 6-year-old really enjoys doing these too. That you can see they're pretty simple word searches with the word bank down here and then the words to search up at the top. There is also an answer key at the back, so you can check those out if your kiddo is stuck. But these are just really fun and really portable just to toss in your purse if you're going to doctor's appointments or that kind of stuff. So this one is the General Knowledge Word Searches. Next, I have one that has saved us several times while we are traveling on a plane. These are our Never Get Bored cards, and it comes with 100 cards inside with a dry erase marker. A little tip or a hack that I have for you to help making these a little bit easier to take along with you is to punch a hole up here in the corner and then put these on a binder ring, and that way you can just toss them in your carry-on bag or take with you easily in your purse. It comes with a dry erase marker, so you can do these cards over and over and over again. My kids love doing mazes, and just having these as something for them to do. They are double-sided, so there's tons of mazes in here. We have cards that do all different sorts of things, so these are super fun. And like I said, I take these on our plane rides every time, and they definitely help keep my kids entertained. This one was the Never Get Bored maze cards. Next, I have a Lift the Flap book. This one is all about plastic questions and answers about plastic, and I'm trying to do better about limiting how much plastic waste we have in our home by using reusable bags, limiting the sandwich baggies, and using reusable zip top bags too. But I love these these Q&A books because they answer all of those who, what, where, when, why, and how questions that kids have questions for, but we might not always know the answer. I love it too because the flaps are super durable. They're built into the pages. They're made out of a really thick cardstock, and it's just packed with so much information for kids to explore. Really great option for those kinesthetic learners where they are doing something while they're reading. It helps them retain that information, and so you can just kind of get an idea of what this book is all about and ways that we can reduce plastic. I saw something earlier today about I guess July is plastic free month, and so there was a quote that said we don't need everybody doing, or one person doesn't need it to be plastic free completely. We need millions of people to do it imperfectly, and I love that because it's hard to be perfect, especially if you're just popping in really quickly to someplace and you forget your reusable grocery bags and you have to use a plastic bag. I always try and opt for paper if possible, but this one is a really great option if you have a kiddo who's interested in how to do better with Mother Earth, so definitely check that out. This one is a great gift idea. It is so fun to pair with a really nice set of markers or colored pencils or even crayons, and it is something that I take on road trips often when we are out and about, and it's a really fun way for all of us to practice our artistic abilities. A way that I like to kind of save and preserve the book itself is to do the drawings on a dry erase board. You can get dry erase boards easily right now in the dollar spot at Target or even from the dollar store, and I use them and just practice drawing on here, and if you make a mistake you can just erase it. But with 3 kiddos and myself who love using these books, sometimes the pages get filled up quickly and then you're like, oh man, but using a dry erase board or even just putting some really fun colored paper. I love, oh, here's my mermaid that I drew. Hey, let's compare. Okay, there's the mermaid, and then here is my drawing. Look at that, it's not too bad. I only learned how to draw this because that book taught me how. It's definitely up to my stick figure game, so definitely when my kids are getting lunchbox notes and I'm trying to be, you know, fun mom and include some really fun little note cards in their lunch boxes, these books are amazing. So definitely check this out, especially if you need a unique gift idea and you don't want to give toys that make noise or that require batteries, and that, you know, we all know that kids get bored with after a while anyways. Be sure to add this one. We also have one about drawing animals, and then there's also another one that I just blanked out on, but we have 3 of them in our series, and definitely check those out. And then finally, this is one that I took on a recent trip to Destin. It's the 1001 Things to Spot on Vacation. These books are so fun. If you have a kiddo who likes Where's Waldo or I Spy, these books are for them. We have a 1001 Things to Spot book for every interest. And these are so fun. Here's one about the water park. And then at the bottom, it has all of the things that your kiddos can look for. But there's so much more to look on these pages and find. And there's silly characters and fun scenes of, you know, just randomness. So these are really fun. And then at the back also too is a little answer guide. So if you're having a hard time trying to find things, you can check the answers. And then there's also different things that you can go back and search for. So this is the 1001 Things to Spot on Vacation. If you have any last minute trips planned for this summer break, I know our kids go back in 2 weeks, which is so unfair. It's going to come so fast. But even if you have some fall traveling planned, these are really fun to take along with you, especially if you're on a really long trip in the car. So I can't wait to come back next week with another Minivan Monday. And if you have any questions about any of the books you saw today, don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll see you soon. Make it a great one.